and gentlemen, we are back with some more CRL action after a bit of delays right here for our first matchup of this week 5, sorry, Thursday night playoffs, week 1, and it is between the OGT versus Chicago Hunted Iron Premade. I'm Blupsy, joined here with Wolfie. Wolfie, how you doing today?
Doing great, Blupsy. Glad you're asking. Super excited to get to cast over some Iron Premade Week 1 playoffs here in the quarterfinals of CRL. Super excited to see how these teams attack, especially here on Rio. Going to be a fast-paced, pretty mixy map here, and I love to see that map 1 in the playoffs. Nerves are a little bit high for a lot of teams, especially if they haven't played in playoffs before, and so I'm really excited to see a mixy map here. And we're already seeing some interesting gun choices coming out. We do have an AMR-9 on the map. There was a recent buff to that gun, so we'll see how that performs on today's match.
I'm excited to see it, especially on a map like Rio where you can honestly do a lot with the AMR-9, and we'll see if it's a viable weapon against the rival or not, but so far so good for both teams. Pretty equal off of that P1, and the setups are coming in for P2. No one's on the hill, but you can see the side of OGT are starting to set up slowly but surely. Big kill from Nas here, so now they can hop on the time, and they're finally getting some hill time on this P2.
Yeah, we're seeing OGT there with the little bit of a wrap towards the back spawn here, and now we see, I believe Chicago Hunted here with the back spawns. They're able to pick up 1 kill on the time, able to collect some time, but unfortunately going to get naded off here as we see OGT trying to bust in through the ramp side towards that P4 side, and we just see Chicago doing a great job here, holding them off. That's going to be 4 dead from the side of OGT, and we do see Root Beer already starting to rotate towards that P3.
Talk about a mixy start on Rio. It's 30-30, almost 30-30 going into that next P3, and it seems like OGT's able to get initial hill time, but Chicago's doing a phenomenal job at breaking. Once again, OGT is on the setup here, and they are soaking the hill time for P3. You can see player number 5 all the way back watching the flanks as well, but it is Crazy Pills that's going to get a massive entry kill for his team. Now is there for a 1-for-1 trade. But so far, Chicago seem to be in a good position to pinch. The contest is in, and the kills are coming in as well. This is huge for Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago's doing a great job here. They're able to at least break in for just a second, get a contest, but OGT coming up huge. We're getting those 3 kills there. But we do see Chicago here. A great spawn towards that left side of your screen in the back. Playing a little bit mixy here, but unfortunately they are going to spawn out here. We do see a good kill coming in from the side of Crazy Pills towards that window side. Root Beer unfortunately not able to help him, but we do see Chicago with that hill time as we see OGT kind of doing an early rotate there, kind of only leaving 1 person on hill. Unfortunately, he's going to get taken down, but we do see OGT with the fantastic setup here towards P4 on that garage side. And we do see Chicago still spawning way out of the map, so we're seeing some interesting kind of picks here coming in. We do see OGT, 2 players do drop, and we see Chicago spawning towards that P3 side.
Yeah, the setup is here for the side of OGT. Picks coming in. See Bedon is getting a lot of tags in, but he does get traded out by Root Beer, and then Crazy Pills once again with a massive kill here. OGT are on the hill, but Chicago once again is going to be able to break here with a pinch. They're getting the kills. They're getting all the right kills at the right time. They don't have rotations, but they're always breaking, and that's what's giving them at least a chance to stay in this map against OGT. But you have a lot of good performances coming from both teams. You got C Bedon going 11-7, and then Aperture going 10-6. So sorry for butchering your names, but you guys are frying.
And we see Chicago here really taking a lot of the scrap time on some of these hills, and we're seeing some very mixy hills here. You know, that is kind of just Rio Hardpoint. Sometimes it's hard to keep those hills on lock. Other times it's absolutely just feels so easy to get money hills here, but we do see P5 starting to develop. We see nobody on time just yet, but we do see both the teams kind of collapsing here. So it'll be interesting to see as this game kind of progresses here. If one team can really hold off these hills, maybe get some good points on the hill. Otherwise, it's probably just going to be a big old mixy map here. And we do see Seabed on there with a little bit of a beat down there on lifting drink, as this hill has been nothing but mixy.
And mixy it is, and so far Chicago is able to hop on the hill, but that's just for a second. But Seabadon is there. Can he get the second? No, but Busy Lifting Drink is there with the 2-piece. Ace of Aces with a trade, and then Long Dong also gets the kill on Ace of Aces. Just a trade going back and forth. The kill feed right now is green and white, just alternating, and no one's able to get the hill time on P5, which is not something you see often. P5 is considered maybe one of those money hills, or if you're set up, you can get a lot of time on.
Yeah, P5 is one of those great hills to get some time in. Once again, we see Chicago able to pick up all that scrap time. They are able to get 4 down in the feed, and they are able to take early control here of P1 with OGT spawning towards that P2 side, that connector and Esky side. So we'll see if OGT can get a break in here. But so far, so good from the side of Chicago. That's going to be a great tag in there from Long Dong, only able to pick up 1 kill, but Root Beer is there to pick up the second 2 players there, and that's a good, clean 3 wipe from the side of Chicago here as they are putting gunfire down towards OGT on that connector side as well. So Chicago kind of doing what they needed to here, holding a good P1, getting a lot of time here, putting pressure on OGT to make the mistakes.
Man, I love how this Rio is going so far. It's very mixy, a lot of contests, a lot of breaks, and a lot of early rotates. In terms of record in this Iron division, so exciting stuff for sure to see. We did have a little bit of a lag, not sure if it lagged on your end, but we seem to be back. And just like that, Chicago was up by 20 moving on to that P2.
Chicago really pulling ahead there in that P1. I believe we did see Old Guys Texas able to pick up kind of the scrap time there as we're experiencing some of that great Call of Duty update lag there. But we do see here on P2, it is going to be, again, just a super mixy hill. It does look like OGT will come up on top. It's just as I say that, hold that Root Beer. Able to get a 2-piece, but he is going to unfortunately going to hold that nade a little too close to his heart there. And we do see just kind of a bunch of white time here. Not often on Rio do you see a lot of white time, but this is almost a match we could see come down to the timer. Team may not get up to 250, but we do see Chicago here able to finally get some control of P2 as OGT is spawning out, as well as getting some response towards that P3. So it is a very important rotation here as OGT is able to pick up 3 players. Unfortunately, not able to pick up the guy on the hill. And just as I say that, great caster curse for crazy pills there as we see Old Guys Texas pick up the scrap, as well as Chicago hunting try to get towards this new P3, opting to go towards this bridge side.
We've seen OGT on the P3 before, and they did a phenomenal job taking the lead into that P4 afterwards. So we'll see if they can do the exact same thing here. And Nasty in a good position. Now, sorry, in a good position to get a couple of kills. And then Long Dong here trying to hop on the window, trying to break this hill. Unable to do so. It is ace of aces. Root Beer was able to get 1 kill for the side of Chicago, but OGT just frying on this P3. It seems like this is the hill that they practice the most and they do the best at, and just like that, they take the lead with 20 seconds to spare as well.
Yeah, and Bluff, so you know, this P3 on Rio is the money hill of the map. And, you know, Old Guys Texas really took advantage of that. You know, the first rotation was a little rough for them on P3. They were only able to get, I believe, like the first 30 seconds or so. Kind of traded that back and forth with Chicago. But this time, able to pick up, I believe, what was almost all 60 points on that P3. So what a great hill from the side of Old Guys Texas. And that's exactly what they needed here as we see CBDon able to pick up a couple kills. Unfortunately going to fall to that top orange as Crazy Pills picks up a huge 2-piece here as a teammate was able to hop on the point for just a second, but then unfortunately going to fall from boxes. So Chicago Hunted definitely has their work cut out for them. They haven't had a good money hill. They had the first half of P1, but you know, they really got to get some map control here and able to hold one of these points.
And so far, like you said, there's a lot of white hill time on this map. It might go down to time, but towards the second set of rotations, or at least this P3 to P4, OGT was doing a good job of soaking some time, and Chicago once again are living off of that scrap time that OGT gives them. So they're still in it, and Root Beer with a big kill. I don't think they were just staring at each other for a solid minute before shooting, but he was able to get the kill there. Rotations onto P5, and we've seen how the last P5 went, where maybe we got a total of 10 seconds of time taken. The rest was just white. So we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, and I'm really looking towards OGT here. They have, you know, 2 more map plays on Rio Hardpoint throughout the season compared to Chicago Hunted here. So as the map gets later and later into the map, I'm kind of looking for a little bit more experience on the map to really take them ahead. And, you know, as I say that, Chicago Hunter going to be on this P5. Got a couple stacked, got some people around. OGT's looking to hit towards that armor car side, towards that P2 side of the map. As we do see a contest coming down on hill. Root Beer able to pick up 1. Long Dong, unfortunately, going to shoot Crazy Pills in the back. Lifting during... Able to pick up that last clutch kill for his team. And we do see Chicago Hunted take that lead about 20 seconds ago. And they're still in the time collecting a lot of it.
Doing a phenomenal job here. Chicago with a 20-point lead, as well as trying to get the end of the scrap time. They are going to hop on it for just a second. They're just going to ring around the rosies here. Can player number 3 get the kill? Yes, he can. It's Crazy Pills. Gets him off the hill. Set up for P1 here. A couple of trophies down. And OGT have the break.
Yeah, and OGT really needs to focus up here. And, as we say that, they're able to pick up 1 kill. Aces Vase is able to pick up another kill as Aperture is able to help him out there in the middle. Man, my caster curse is on point today. But Old Guys Tex is really doing what they need to here on this P1, kind of forcing that spawn out towards that P3 side. Kind of the side that you want to keep this as long as they can pick up these kills. Ace of Vase is able to pick up 1. Unfortunately, he's going to follow the long dong. And we kind of see just a bunch of trades going back and forth. That's been this entire map so far. Chicago Hunted doing a good job of trying to keep this even here as we head into the P2. We still got 25 here, and this is an important 25 here for Chicago. Without being set up on P2, they really need that 30-second advantage going into P2. And as I say that, Nas able to pick up 2 huge kills.
Yeah, Ace of Aces here just with the contest, which could be actually huge for his team while they set up on P2. And just like that, it is clear they're going to take the remaining scrap, and they're going to be all tied up onto this next P2. If you're OGT, if you're Chicago, sorry, you need to find a way to break this OGT setup on P2, and that you start with those 2 opening kills. This is a huge start for them. C-Bedon is there to at least get 1 for 2 trade, and then another kill from him in Aperture. Just like that, OGT hold off. 45 seconds left on the time. They're 30 seconds away from closing this out.
OGT doing a great job so far on this P2. I'm not sure if they're going to read these spawns in the back. We do see 1 coming in here, and Ace of Aces with a great read. But they may not know what's going on here. We do see a cruise missile coming out of the side of Root Beer here. He's really got to pick this up with speed. They only got 8 seconds left. Absolutely huge. Able to pick up 1. Teammate able to pick up another here. And we see Lifting Drink on time. Unfortunately, not going to be able to pick up any. Crazy Pills looks like he's going to fall towards that banana side. No, he's staying up. He's fighting well for his team. We only got 4 seconds left on the side of OGT, and that is 3 dead. And that's going to be game for OGT. Able to pick that up. User experience there on the map. What a great game out of OGT there.
Yeah, no, that was a beautiful match from them, and Chicago held on for the longest time. They had a couple of times where they were in the lead and in a considerable lead as well. And then
Gentle ladies and welcome men, welcome back into the CRL. We're in map 2 here against the Chicago Hunted Old Guys Texas. We are seeing a fantastic map here in 6-star S&D. We're going to be starting off here with Nas. Looking down tunnel, we're going to see a gunfight here. Crazy Pills, unfortunately, going to fall to Nas there. What a great first kill for OGT.
yeah, especially with the bomb being down there. This could be huge. If you're Nas and you notice the bomb's there, just hold this iron right here and you win that round. But no, he's getting hungry here. He needs to get some kills. He gets the second, too. Does he see the guy top window, though? He does now.
Oh, of course he's going to see him now once he apes him down that tunnel. Root Beer going to run through those brand new opaque doors. We see a gunfight coming in. Ace of Aces going to pick that up there. We do see a 1v2 coming in, and not for long. Not for long we see a 1v2. That's going to be around from the side of OGT and, Chicago there with an unfortunate bomb drop in that kind of tunnel area. That's going to be unfortunate for them. But good round from the side of OGT. Able to play that wrap perfectly. Get some kills through mid there. Great defensive round from them.
Yeah, that's how you take a 1-0 lead. You just do exactly that. So far, so good for the side of OGT, just carrying that momentum in from that previous round. Nas doing a phenomenal job to start with those opening kills as well. But now it is OGT on the offensive side, and guess what? They were listening to the stream. They're going in the water. They're going to go for a swim here, and they're going to try and get the B-bomb down.
We see Ace of his Aces, unfortunately not harnessing his inner dolphin there as Root Beer is able to pick him up. Root Beer able to spot 1 on the bomb there. Unfortunately, run out of some ammo. Pull out that Renetti baby and get that second kill. He is going to take a little swim there after he falls, though. He's going to just take a nice little nap there. My mom has done that a few times or 2 while tanning in the pool. We do see Aperture, although, left here with a 1v2.
Aperture in a tough position here. Does get gunned down. Chicago Hunted take that defensive round, and big kills coming in from the side of Chicago there to secure that defense, making it 1-1. Crazy Pills here with a pinch as well. Watching P3 closes it out, and it says Min on his thing, so I believe he's a Minnesota fan.
He's got to be, and the Rocker been looking interesting this year, but not quite as solid as OGT and Chicago have been looking on defense here as we see kind of both defensive teams winning here. And, and kind of some of the experience we've had with Six Star that the offensive teams have had some great times here, but we are going to see the classic CRL. You did it last round. I'm going to do it better than you. Let's see if Root Beer can harness his inner dolphin here. Unfortunately, he's just going to be kind of chilling on the outside. We do see CB Don here able to put in some great beams, and Root Beer, last time able to take a little bit of a swim. This time he's going to go for the skydiving position there off the map.
And can he get that second? He can. That is a big 2Ps from Zebadon. And you get the guy in the water. The tags are in, and he closes it out. It is a 3v1, all up to Crazy Pills here. And if you're Zebadon, you want to chase. You want to get that ace. You need to get that ace. And Crazy Pills is on the flank, so we might see that gunfight right here, right now. Can he get the kill? Zebadon is on P2. Crazy Pills is checking his corners here.
Yeah, Crazy Pill's doing a good job trying to check his corners. We do see OGT kind of all playing together there. You got to dip your toes a little bit in the water here. Fortunately, not going to be able to find anyone here. We've got 20 seconds left in the round. Although OGT are kind of scrambling here. They're not exactly sure where Crazy Pills is at. He is able to spot CBDon there. He sees him still in that corner. CBDon able to pick that up.
And
I believe ace of the round. What a great round from the side of CBDon. Now, please, we need a pronunciation of his name.
Sabadon. Kabadin. Sabadon. Yeah. I'm calling him CB. CB with a massive round there, getting the A's for his team. Absolutely phenomenal job, and he has to be excited. First of all, he's on a 4 streak, which is huge. But secondly, to start off 6-1 on this 6-star S&D where you don't have any reps in is huge.
It is indeed huge here. As we do see kind of some plays coming down here in the middle of the map here. We do see Fizzy taking a little bit forward of an advantage here. We do see a fight coming down here. P1 Aperture able to pick up one. That trade is able to fall in from the side of Root Beer. We do see Ace of Aces able to pick up another trade there from the side of Lifting. And where okay, the round's just over. Don't know what happened, but everyone died on one side. So Chicago's able to win that round there, tied up 2-2. Really some chaos there on that P1 side. But great job from the side of Chicago Hunted there to pick up a round.
Yeah, no, Chicago just playing split all over the map, and OGT doing the exact same thing. Chicago was able to win their gunfights almost simultaneously, and that round ended in a flash, tying it up 2-2. This is exactly what we've seen from that Rio Hardpoint too, where one hill a team takes the lead, the other team takes the lead, and just going back and forth. And this S&D is exact same thing here.
Yeah, we see Chicago Hunted here taking a little bit of a forward advance here on this statue. We do see Nas getting that kill under tunnel. Are they able to pick up that trade? Root Beer absolutely is. Crazy Pills watching that U side. Absolutely great kill. And we are left with a 1v3 here from the side of CB. Able to pick up one on that head glitch. He is kind of chasing here, getting a little bit aggro here towards the side of Root Beer. But Root Beer is going to turn around and get that pick from the side of Chicago. That's going to be 2 rounds in a row from them. Able to take that round advantage 3-2 here as they head into a defensive side from 6-star.
That was our first offensive round win of the map, so good start for Chicago to be able to secure the offense. And we've seen what they can do on defense, and we've seen their confidence on defense. So if they can replicate exactly what they did on that previous round, not just the one that just passed, but the one before it, where it ended in a flash, they can take a 4-2 lead, which is just huge on Search and Destroy when you have a 2-round lead.
Yeah, if you can take those round lead advantages, that's great. Obviously, from the side of Chicago, you don't want to quite hop into that 5-2 curse here, but Crazy Pill's going to get a little aggressive there on the side of Statue, but unfortunately going to fall. But we do see kind of another 1v4 here from the side of Root Beer. Let's see if he can get some kills here. Not able to pick up the bomb carry, not able to pick up the guy behind him, and there's 4 players around, and there's not much he can do here. And just for a reminder for the folks at home, the scoreboard you see at the top is still indeed not fixed from the side of Call of Duty. So the scores you see are not accurate, but the scores you see in the bottom right on the player's scorecard are going to be right. So if you're looking up the scoreboard and you're wondering why somebody is 0-1 after 14 rounds of search, that would be why.
So you're telling me that Ace of Aces is not 1-0 in 6 rounds of Search and Destroy?
I doubt it, Blepsy. I don't think so. Looks like he's 3 and 4 though, as we see there in the bottom right.
He is 3 and 4 indeed, and he does have the dead silence to work with here. So if he wants to pop it and just go for a more aggressive push, the striker is out, the nade is in, intercepted by the trophy. The smoke is on as well, and looks like it's gonna be an old-fashioned A hit. The trade's going back and forth, and just like that, it's a 3v1. Round over. Wow, that was quick.
Blepsy, I don't know what to take about these rounds, honestly. Like we see one gunfight coming down and it's just over. I don't know. Maybe we've been playing 6-star wrong, but this is happening absolutely way too quick for some of these rounds. I just feel like there's one of the teams is just absolutely obliterating everyone else on the other team as quick as possible. So I don't know if everyone's winning their ones or what's going on here, but I feel like 6 of the 7 rounds have been that way. Where we mentioned the first kill and then everything else just right after that happens. And so, we are seeing old guys here. It looks like they're going to be going a little bit 2-2 split here towards this A side. Crazy Pills showing off that insane hybrid movement there. Really just making sure to show us that you cannot dolphin dive over that bar cart.
Smoke is in as well, so Aperture in a difficult position here. If he can get the kill, and the timings would be huge. He doesn't see the player, but he has his crosshairs here. If you're listening to me, fire, shoot, you'll get the kill. Just wallbang him. I guess he couldn't hear me. He's gonna run away with his life here. And the bomb is down in a 2v2.
Yeah, Aperture's got the kind of the plays here as this player as they're playing ring around the rosy here in gold, and he pulls out the Renetti. A little interesting shots there. No glass, no railings to blame that aim assist on. Rupee able to pick up one towards the side, leaving Aperture here in a 1v2 as some players are kind of surrounding him, and Fizzy's able to pick up that kill and pick up that defuse for the Chicago Hunted, taking that up 5-3 with bringing match point in as they head to the offensive side.
Oh, a huge round for Chicago. They are up by 2, 1 round away from closing out the 6-star. We've seen what OGT can do on this map, though, so if you're OGT, you just gotta keep on playing aggressive. We've seen you play aggressive. We've seen you win aggressive rounds where you just push, push, push. So might want to try that on defense. That might work for you. And we've seen how they play on defense. They do win their defenses usually. I think all 3 rounds are defensive round wins.
Yeah, I believe so. Chicago, I believe the only team who's won an offensive round, and that was, I believe, round 7, where they're able to take that advantage to 4-3, and they, extended that last round to 5-3 here. But we see Chicago Hunted going with that just kind of standard A hit, send person towards mid stairs. Rupert able to pick up a great kill towards you, able to push up a little bit here. Let's see if they can pick up Naz. They know he's been playing towards this tunnel side there. They're able to take a couple shots on him. Long Dong able to put it on the table and get that kill, as we see Guys Texas here just kind of on the full flank here. Chicago Hunted not really looking for it just yet. We do have all 4 players up from the side of Chicago here, so they are going to be together, have an opportunity for a couple doubles. CB able to pick up 1, and yeah, that's just going to be the round there. It's going to be Chicago Hunted taking the win, 6-3. Everything just happening so fast on this map with 6-star S&D, but Chicago able to take that win, tie the series up 1-1.
And Root Beer with the 2-piece and we are back. Map 3 OGT versus Chicago Hunted. The series is tied 1-1, and right now OGT are on the defensive side on this Karachi Control.
Yeah, and as most of you know, offense is really what you want here in Karachi Control. Defense is sometimes really hard to defend here, especially if they can get that A point here. And we see Chicago Hunted almost able to get that first tick. There's that first tick of progress. There at that A site, we do see Nas kind of last alive here towards fire. But we do only see 1 player on the point here from Chicago, kind of slowly ticking it himself. Able to watch this towards this guy fire, but not able to pick up any shots, as we do see this second tick of progress start to come in as we see contest coming down here on the A control.
Those kills are massive for the side of Chicago. 2 ticks are in, almost to the 3rd, and you can see Chicago. They're just going to try and set up for A now. I mean, B, going for that hit, and Fizzy lifting drink with a big kill here for the side of OGT, or Chicago, sorry. This is confusing. They're both green and white. But the first tick is in for the side. I believe Chicago was the offensive team. Correct me if I'm wrong. And OGT now is properly set up for this A defense.
Chicago, they were doing a good job there. OGT was pushing out a little bit towards that junk side. I was getting kind of nervous because Chicago Hunted had absolute control of B there. Obviously, they don't know that, we do, but you know, they had 3 players towards that B side, and OGT, who had 2 players pushed out junk, and you know, Chicago Hunted, I guess, wrapped back to try to clear those, and it was interesting. They really could have probably had the round done by now, but we do see some interesting gunfights coming down. Some good trades coming back and forth here. Classic, just really this series all the time, just been back and forth. Trades back and forth between each team. Man, I cannot talk today. We do see Chicago finally hopping on the point here in this the closet side. Ruby able to pick up one, able to kind of escape with his life. His Fizzy lifting kind of helping him out here. Unfortunately, he's gonna fall. Long Dong able to pick up one. Root Beer able to pick up another. Crazy Pill's able to pick up another. And Aperture able to pick up Root Beer there on the side of Chicago Hunted. Able to at least get through the point, provide some pressure on that point for the defensive team.
That was beautiful, Wolfie. Well done. Keep it up. I mean, talking like that it was probably crazy to be able to keep up with all these kills that are happening between these two teams. And C-Bet on here trying to get a kill, hops back into the closet just like me in high school. Can he get the second? Probably not. Chicago is there. They get the first tick. It's 13-7 on life count. This is huge.
Yeah, and that's a great break from the side of Chicago here. They have everyone trapped towards that dumpster side. Everyone's got to get over that dumpster. Tick is slowly coming in here. We see 2.5 ticks coming in. That third tick going to be arriving right about now from the side of Chicago. And, man, that middle of the round, these two teams just really love trading kills from each other. Really, I don't know, man. They're just not big fans of wipes from an entire team. They really just want to make it mixy for us here in the casting booth. But there's Chicago able to take the first offensive round. And that is huge here. This defensive round is going to be absolutely massive from the side of Chicago. If they can hold off this offense from the side of Old Guys Texas, they could be looking at a quick 3-0 here in Karachi.
Yeah, Crazy Pill starting off the map 9-6 is huge for his team as well, getting all those kills and giving his team the advantage on that offensive round. But we see OGT hitting A as you usually would see. The trophies down, the nade is in, but Root Beer's there for the first blood, and now he's on top of Secret Room here. Can he get a couple of picks? He does see one. Does he see the guy top third? He does. That's a wipe for the side of Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago, that's a great wipe there. They're able to pick up the 4th kill a little bit earlier there. And so now they're forcing Old Guys Texas to really try to make a move either through mid-map or chicken side. We do see them kind of opting to go to that top 3rd AC side here, as the side of Chicago is kind of opting to take that fire route. As we do see a flank coming down here from Root Beer, able to pick up Aces Vases. Is he able to pick up any more on the hill? Unfortunately not. CB is able to pick him up. We do see Lifting Drink and Dong able to kind of help support, but CB is kind of just holding the fort down here on the point. Is he able to take a few shots here? Able to pick up Crazy Pills, excuse me, and Ace of Aces able to help him out here with Fizzy Lifting Drink. And that's going to be the 8-point down from the side of Old Guys Texas here. And look at this. We already see them on the point here. We see a fight coming down towards the P2 side, and Nas able to pick that up. That's going to be Old Guys Texas. Two players on the hill. Unfortunately, one's going to fall, but we do see a little bit of B control here, and these next kills are absolutely massive. And as I say that, they're going to be able to fall and get those trades there from the side of Chicago.
This is huge for the side of Chicago here to be able to hold off. But Ace of Aces on the flank. He gets one. Trying to get into the point here. Trying to help his team. Can he get the second with the reads? He does. That's a 2-piece. And just like that, OGT can now hop on the point. Crazy Pills, though, in a good position to get those remaining 2 OGT players off of that B site. Gets one. Can he get the second? The tick is going in. Aperture playing top closet here in a sneaky area. The hill is contested. And nothing happening.
Yeah, these players are just going to kind of like to play a little bit slow. Fizzy Drink able to pick up that last kills. Rupert is able to kind of help him out there. And on the side of Chicago, they're doing a pretty good job holding off so far. It's going to only be 1 tick down on the side of B. We do see a couple fights coming in here towards this bottom red counter side, as we do see 2 players pushing outside toward ticket. Ace of Aces able to pick up 1 kill. Unfortunately, going to be traded here as we see CB in the pointed closet, just kind of hanging out with a sub. Able to find one of those on the ground. Able to get a great stun. That back alley here, and Root Beer's got to go absolutely massive for his team. Crazy Pill's able to pick up 1. Long Dong able to pick up a second. Root Beer unfortunately going to fall to CB here in the hill. CB is going to see one cross back alley, as they are going to get that second tick of progress.
I love the play here from ZB, in a good position to watch anyone who goes on to the point. He gets the first, doesn't stop shooting. The second is dead as well. The stack is in, and just like that, OGT tie up the match count 1-1. Round count, yeah, 1-1. Both teams winning these offenses, and CB here in a good position to just get those last 2 kills. The rest of the team stack, and that's the round.
Yeah, CB with a great reposition there towards the front side. Obviously, the side of Chicago is not going to read that, and that's just a great round from the side of OGT. Able to take their time, get the picks when they needed to, and you know, we saw this last game from the side of Old Guys Texas with their matching uniforms, and we see it again here. Just great team coordination coming out of them for the playoffs. Really looking stylish here as they're going to be on this defensive side here. We do see Chicago already on the A point. No one from Old Guys able to contest just yet, but we do see Chicago trying to get set up towards that top third and chicken side.
And Nas here trying to go for the hop up, but instead gets a amazing timing on that kill from the player push and barrel. And just like that, they get the first 3 picks on those Chicago players. Sometimes, you know, unfortunate things happen that just give you fortunate circumstances, like that kill on that barrel player.
Yeah, and we do see the side of Chicago here. They're kind of electing to go to that B side, play a little bit in the minds of OGT here as Fizzy and Long Dong able to pick up 2 great kills here. We do see someone kind of in the back alley and number 6 at Aperture. I believe he's in closet now. Is he able to make a difference? There it is, that 1 kill with the Renetti. We do see Chicago here playing a little bit sneaky here. This is the play I really like to see out of them. 1 kill coming in from the side of Root Beer. Another kill coming in from the side of Root Beer. And Long Dong able to help out. And Crazy Pills there. That's going to be 4 down. They got 1 player on A, 2 players on B. Looks like they're going to stack A and B here at the same time. B is about to get completed here. I don't believe any player from OGT can get there in time. That's going to be B side or B point completed. Progress on A, and it's going quick. We see OGT here popping 2 players on the point, able to pick up 3 kills there. Crazy Pills able to pick up 1 on the point. Is he able to pick up the second? He is not, as we get a little bit of a reset here in this Karachi Control.
Yeah, we finally do get a reset after all these kills going back and forth. But to have 4 ticks with a minute 45 left and only 2 on A, the easier point to take, you must be very happy if you're Chicago. The first kill comes in for them, but CB is there for a 1-for-1 trade. Throws a stun into top fire, he gets the connect, and can he get the kill? He does on his last bullet. This is massive for OGT, unless you're Root Beer, who's on the flank. He also has a cruise to work with, so he's in a very good position, having a phenomenal map, going 21-9.
Yeah, this is absolutely big out of Root Beer. This is also a great time to point out the scoreboard is also not right in control, so pay attention to that bottom right for some statistics. And Root Beer able to extend his kills to 22-9, and that is going to be the round for the side of Chicago. And Root Beer really is putting the team on his back. You know, AW is a lot better than Mugs for my American folks there on the Root Beer side, but still not better than Dr. Pepper. And unfortunately, we don't have one of those on the side of Old Guys Texas. So right now, Root Beer is going to be taking the lead.
And the Root Beer just doing a phenomenal job. I don't know anything you were talking about when it came to the types of Root Beer, but what I do know is he is on a 5 streak with the cruise in his pocket. So if you're a Root Beer, maybe here you want to play a little bit slow, use your cruise and then go for the second one so you don't overlap on streaks.
Yeah, we do see a lot of UAVs out here, so hopefully we're not going to see any teams pop those by accident. But we do see here OGT just kind of going back to tried and true, hopping on that A point, trying to get this done quick. They are about 75% of the way done through the first tick. Crazy Pill's able to pick up a great 2-piece there on time. Unfortunately, he's going to get traded out by Aces of Aces. Ace of Aces is able to pick up 2 before he falls as well, so that's going to be a good little kind of mixy trade there between the 2 teams. CB up here top bricks. Unfortunately, we're going to get Caster cursed by the Casters. Not able to see what CB was able to do there, but we do see Nas kind of here fighting towards the middle. Root Beer and Crazy Pill's able to pick up 2. Crazy Pill's able to pick up another kill there. And man, I feel like I'm an auctioneer.
Hey, you're definitely doing a phenomenal job keeping up, but I don't know how. I mean, the kills are just going back and forth all the time. Long Dong here with another kill, and then we might get like a couple of 3 seconds here where nothing happens, and then boom, trade. Sebedon gets 1. Fizzy with the trade on Sebedon, and then Root Beer is also there to assist, and now another trade from Ace of Aces. It's just kills going back and forth. Aperture with 1. Ace of Aces tagging, trying to get the player top fire. Nothing is going right for the side of OGT here on this offensive round. Chicago is probably going to close it out here. Unless.
Yeah, we do see OGT 1 player on this B side. If he's able to pick up this kill, Root Beer, not able to bend it like Beckham quite. Not able to really do that here, but we do see OGT on both points here now. Chicago Hunter got a little aggressive in the spawn, kind of making some things for Mixie for their own team. Nas able to pick up 1. They invested 2 players over to that B to get that knocked out. We do see 2 players on A. That's going to be the first tick down. OGT, you're really kind of running out of time here. You only got 18 seconds left on the clock. You do have a pause here with people on the point, but if Rupert has anything to say about it, he's going to put an end to that. And Nas able to at least get that trade. They still have 2 players here. Third tick coming in. Unfortunately, it looks like the side of Chicago is going to get that clear. OGT spawning towards that chicken side. They got 10 seconds here to make it. We do see Aperture hopping on the point, get a little bit of a contest here. Is he able to pick up the kill? Unfortunately, he is not. Crazy Pills long gone, able to pick up 2. Ace is able to pick up 1. We got 5 seconds left on the timer. We got 2 Chicago Hunted players there in middle, and that is going to do it for the Karachi Control Chicago Hunted, taking that 3-1 pretty heavy-handedly on that last defense as well.
I don't know a word of what you just said, but I feel like I just bought something at an auctioneer or something. It's sold. Chicago taking that map 3 with the lead now on the map 2-1. I mean, after being down 1-0 on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to a Karachi. Oh my God! Here we go. Off to a great start here in this Karachi Hardpoint here with just an explosive start to the round. There with the side of, I believe, Chicago Hunted. We're going to have a little bit of mix-up here in the casting booth with the names, but we're going to try to follow here as... you know, we see Old Guys Texas here, off to a pretty good start. And man, you know, we're talking between the break about Root Beer just absolutely frying last map, and we see CB starting off 4-1, Aperture starting off 4-0. They came ready to play on this Karachi Hardpoint.
Definitely did come ready to play. I mean, P1 is not an easy hill to get 40 seconds off, especially on first rotation where it's just nades coming back and forth, but they won those battles and they got those nade kills, and guess what? Now it's Chicago that's on this B2 with a setup, and we've seen how they set up on B on Control, so they could have a similar setup here. The first kill comes, and it's from Root Beer.
Yeah, Root Beer doing a good job kind of leading his team there in battle, using that sub to its advantage here. Chicago is on the point. Root Beer doing a great job here towards this red side, able to pick up another kill towards the side of red. And he's just really kind of making this team think about it. Unfortunately, he is going to fall there, but Chicago doing a great job so far of holding this point down. And, you know, as right as I say, that Old Guys Texas able to hop in, get a contest here from the side of CB. And we do see kind of just a contest on the front side and Cubby's side of those 2 areas here. This kind of fight for the last kind of 10 or so seconds. We do see the side of Chicago kind of spawning pretty far out, but we do see a very interesting fight coming down here between 5 and 2. And unfortunately, for the side of Root Beer, he is going to fall to the Aperture here. Now he's going to fall from the back with Crazy Pills, and we're already starting off with this kind of mixy trade back and forth.
We got the last 20 seconds on that P2. We're fully contested and no one peeking the other. It was CB who was tucked in, and for him to just be able to play his life there and not peek, being very disciplined, is huge when his team already has the early lead. So phenomenal job by him, just making sure that his team is able to stay in it and not lose the lead. And guess what? Now it's Chicago once again on this hill, trying to hold it, trying to get as much hill time as possible, trying to break this initial lead that OGT had after that P1.
Yeah, and we see the side of Chicago here really breaking down that lead, just like you said, Blopsy. Here is the side from OGT trying to get in through the chicken side. We do see a contest coming down here, and that's going to be Chicago Hunted, able to take that, as we're going to see a little bit of a lead change here from the side of Chicago, able to take it just a little bit as we see a contest coming down from the side of Root Beer, and he's just going to be doing what he's doing here, starting off with the early 2 KD. Is CD is going to be here bottom deli. He's going to see a fight. Unfortunately, he is going to fall to Fizzy, but we do see Aces there kind of with the trade. And we do Old Guys Texas here kind of in control of this P4. This pretty mixy can just be all white time P4.
Could this be a repeat of Rio Hardpoint, where one team takes the lead after one hill and then the other takes it after? Seems like we're getting that. Now it's all tied up, 61-61 with no one on this hill. Fizzy trying to hop on it. He does. Finally, Chicago is in the lead once again, but no, the kill's going back and forth. And then CB here on the flank gets one. Can he get the second? That's a big 2-piece for him and his team as the side of OGT. Now we're trying to set up 4v5.
Yeah, and you know, CB with a great 2-piece, but really shout out to number 2 and number 4 with Aperture and Naz. They were able to really get that early rotation, and that's going to be a big Dude, I need to stop talking over people. Oh my gosh, Long Dong just absolutely destroys Aperture there. But CB able to pick up that trade. But you know, Aperture and Nas really had that early rotate to P5 here, and that's going to be massive for their team here. As they are able to pick up 3 of these 4 kills right here. As Long Dong kind of the last alive here, trying to just play his life towards the backup huts.
He does a great job here getting the first kill, and now the side of Chicago are able to flood the hill and hop on it. And CB here with 2 pieces as well. He's just getting 2 pieces left and right, make it a 3-piece. Can he get the 4th Nozage there? Just like that. The side of Chicago, I mean, OGT are able to break this hill. I guess they did have spawns, but they didn't have the hill, so they were able to break it because of those early rotations from their team.
And OGT really just kind of looking to even it back up here. They are going to take a little bit of a lead here going back into this P1, but it's pretty even. You know, you mentioned it earlier. We saw this on the Rio where one team kind of starts off a little hot, and then the game's just back and forth. And we saw until, I believe on Rio, that was P3 that broke out. So we'll maybe see if a team can hold P2 or P3 here. But as of right now, Old Guys Texas are kind of in the lead, in control of this hard point. Here we got 3 players towards mid. Chicago able to pick up at least a couple kills here from the side of Long Dong and Crazy Pills. Crazy Pills able to push this point. Is he able to pick up the kill? Of course he is. He's nothing but crazy. And we do see some fights going on. Oh my Jesus, Crazy! You can't do that!
Crazy is on some Crazy Pills right now. He's doing a phenomenal job. And on this P1 where the side of OGT almost held a full 60 initially, now the side of Chicago is able to break it and take a lead going into this next P2, where they did a decent job on P2. So now it's here on the flank. That's the only way you can kill Crazy Pills at this point, is just shooting him from the back. Long Dong here with the contest. Can he get the pick? No, Ace of Aces is there. Tie game going to P2.
Yeah, we see Crazy Pill, another kill from Crazy Pills here, but man, when you go absolutely big on P1 like that, you allow your team so much room to rotate over towards P2. You know, it's been the first 10 seconds, and we haven't seen a player from the side of Old Guys Texas even get out of a red to contest this time, you know. Chicago, I think, forgetting that you maybe need to hop in the hill to get some points here. We do see kind of some fights going down through the front, and that is just every single person from the side of Chicago Hunted able to pick up kills on Old Guys Texas here. So if we see a full team wipe and Chicago Hunted able to eventually take the lead, and man, this has been a fantastic P2 from the side of them. We did see, you know, Crazy Pills going absolutely massive in that P1. So Chicago has really been turning up this P1 and P2.
Yeah, I love Chicago's philosophy on these hard points. It's either they have 4 on hill or 0, no in between. And they just had 4 on that P2, so it was a very difficult break, but OGT was able to do so with like 5 seconds left or so. P3 right here is very important, and our Aperture here on the flank does get a kill on CB, so Chicago's still in the lead, and they hop time as well. This is very good for the side of Chicago.
Yeah, it's a good break from the side of Chicago. We see Root Beer, Crazy Pills, and Root Beer as well, getting another 3-piece. Root Beer and Crazy Pills are just absolutely massive in there. I say it again. Chicago Hunted has been playing different Call of Duty P1, P2, and now into P3 on this Karachi. They are taking a commanding lead as they're up 40 now, which is probably the biggest deficit we've seen between these two teams in Hardpoint outside of like the first 2 hills of the game. And we do see CB getting quite a few kills here, trying to fight for the rest of this 10-second scrap time, as we do see OGT able to pick that scrap time. But we do see Chicago already rotated, ready for this P4. They should be able to pick up at least a couple seconds before OGT arrives.
Yeah, Chicago doing a good job here rotating on this P4. Not an easy hill to get time on, because it's basically you're exposed from all areas. So the best thing you can do here for the side of Chicago is just make sure OGT does not get hill time. You don't need to hop on this time. You already have a 40-point lead. You have to just start worrying about rotating onto P5. But if you can't get this hill time, just like Crazy Pills is, that's huge. But it has to be CB, the one that is slaying Chicago right here. He does get a 2-piece, another kill from Ace of Aces, and not so bad for the side of OGT.
Yeah, OGT's, you know, keeping this white, and they kind of want the time, but you know, not letting Chicago get the time is also a pretty big deal for you, as we do see OGT able to kind of pick up some of the scrap time. We see some Crazy Pills trying to fight for their last one, not able to pick up any kills. So it's going to put this within about a 20 to 30 point lead here for the side of Chicago, as they do have rotations over here towards the side of P5 with Root Beer kind of holding this back cuts. We do see Aperture kind of last alive towards this P3 side. He is kind of going to be a nuisance, but Long Dong able to take care of him as the rest of these players are going to be spawning out towards P2. And Chicago, they're looking pretty dominant here. They're pretty holding what they need to, doing what they need to. You know, the last P5 was pretty mixy, but Old Guys Texas kind of held it last time, so it's good to see Chicago kind of playing to their strengths.
And the lead is growing slowly but surely here. It is a 40-point lead on this P5. The hill time is just going back and forth here. Nas with a 2-piece to counter the previous 2-piece from Root Beer. And just like that, at least they can hop on the hill here, try and cut the lead down, moving on to that P1. And if you're OGT here, your season is on the line. This map matters more than anything. Root Beer with the cruise clears it out. But still, there's one more player from the side of OGT. It's CB. He gets the kill. Ace of Aces is there. And Chicago, we've seen them do a phenomenal job on that P1 on that first set. OGT as well. So they both had good P1s here. This P1 could be massive for either team.
Yeah, and you know, we see the side of OGT not able to win on this P1, and I believe, you know, from the side of Chicago, I don't think we're going to be able to see him win on this P1, and you know, maybe I'm going to be proven wrong. I'm not. Here's the time. So this is going to probably be ended here on a P2. We do see the side of OGT able to kind of have those P2 spawns here. So really from the side of Chicago, you obviously don't want to give up a bunch of time, but you had a great P2 hold last time. So you really want to be getting those P2 rotations. We're still seeing a bunch of fights here with 25 seconds left. It looks like Chicago's kind of just opting to push through the front. Maybe here Ace of Ace is able to pick up 2. Long Dong trying to play his life. Here's Aperture is able to pick up the last 15 seconds. And that'll make this kind of a tie ball game here as we see Chicago spawning way out towards that P3 side. Root Beer, the only person here. So we will see OGT kind of here early. We see have a couple players in support, and so we'll see kind of how this plays out. Is it going to be a very mixy P2 as the game could potentially end here for either team?
And OGT pull off this comeback. They're doing a phenomenal job so far, getting those initial kills. They are in the lead with only 20 seconds away from taking this map 4 and tying the series 2-2. But Root Beer is here. He's trying to do something about it. No, it's CB. He gets the kill. 15 seconds away. Aperture watching those rotations. He knows where they're spawning. They have good spawns, and the discipline from OGT is true. This could be it.
Yeah, and that's just a great play from the side of OGT. Fizzy not able to touch the point. I cannot talk today, ladies and gentlemen, but OGT with a great little comeback there. Down by like 40 or 50 there going into that P5. Able to get those early rotations, kind of break Chicago's hold on that, and able to do just a great job from the P5 to P1 to the P2 and that those rotations.
What's up, brother? We are back here on the Search and Destroy Rio S&D map 5. Winner goes to the semifinals. Loser ends their season. Season is chalked. Just speaking of chalked, that's a big nade coming in from the side of Old Guys Texas, and kills going back and forth. Wolfie, this is fast.
I mean, I don't know what you expect. We saw the 6-star S&D. We're left with Aperture in a 1v2. It looks like this one might last a little bit long enough for me to talk about it, maybe for a couple seconds here, as he's playing back towards this gate, and Fizzy just, you know, whatever. That's fine. Fizzy's gonna able to pick up that kill for Chicago. That's gonna be the first round there, and you know, we saw big nade coming out from Ace at the start here, but man, there's, you know, these two teams, I don't know what they're doing, man. They're running at people. We're getting gunfight after gunfight here in Search and Destroy, and you know, we see some teams really, they're a slow S&D teams. They like to take their time. Neither one of these teams like to take their time. They're just gonna run at you and show you what they got. And here we have again Old Guys Texas, man. They're bringing out a bunch of different uniforms here. You know, we got the little bit of a Monster sponsorship. Shout out to Monster. The white flavors, obviously far supreme. But we do see a kill coming in here from Nas on the armor truck. Fizzy able to pick up one kill in the middle. Aperture able to pick up another. Sees a guy planting. Unfortunately, not going to be able to pick him up as Long Dong is able to pick up a kill. Root Beer able to pick up another kill as well. And we're left with CB, exactly the guy who you want in a 1v2. Bomb is towards that bridge side. He is able to see one player across. Do they know where CB's at, or can he get a little bit of COD timing here towards this bridge?
We will find out here. He's checking the bomb. Oh, he does get the timing on Root Beer. It's a 1v1. He doesn't know where Long Dong is, but Long Dong does know where CB is. So we'll see how he approaches this 1v1. CB just trying to go for the reposition, and Root Beer just playing the corner. CB, does he check it? He does. He gets the kill. Does he have enough time for the defuse? Of course he does. 27 seconds left. Wow, what a
Yeah,
clutch.
you can't help it. Long Dong sticking out of the bush a little bit there, a little bit unfortunate. You can't be swinging a gun that long around here in those bushes on Rio, especially in that corner. But OGT are able to tie it up here. CB with a great 1v2 clutch. Good timing on that bridge side here. As you know, we've seen the last 2 rounds, pretty bang out rounds. They just kind of rush to the bomb site and get some fighting here. So we got to be ready as we get into this next round here, just to be able to go absolutely rapid fire casting as these teams start running at each other.
I'm going to predict there's going to be a nade kill within the first 15 seconds of this round. I want to say it's Chicago's that's going to get it. Ace of Aces throws the nade. Could this be it? Unfortunate. Not a lot happening right now.
Oh yeah, we see no nade kills coming into Ace. Ace is able to get down towards that Esky, able to pick up Fizzy lifting drink there, as we do see the bomb go pretty much immediately down as fast as you can get there. Can we see the side of Chicago get a repeat or a retake here? Root Beer able to pick up 2. Crazy Pills able to pick up 1. We do see a 1v4 from the side of CB's cooking up a nade. Unfortunately, EOD is the thing in this game. He does see someone on the bomb. Unfortunately, Long Dong able just to put it down on the table once again and pick up that kill on CB. A little bit of payback from the last round where Long Dong looking the wrong way, sticking out of the bush. CB able to shoot him in the side, and Long Dong says, "You give me a fair fight here, face on, I'm gonna kill you."
It does exactly that. That's a huge kill for him, but also a huge kill for the side of Chicago, taking it now, I believe, 2-1 on the round count. We did say that this is going to be a back and forth map, and so far we're seeing exactly that. Every time it's the defensive round that's been winning on this Rio. And Rio is one of those maps where you are favored if you are on the defensive side, but it is no means a defensive heavy map like Invasion, for example. And then CB here pulling out the strats, the plays, and the angles, getting the tags, and he gets 1, throws the nade, trying to get the second, but unable to do so. Crazy Pills here. Can he get the crazy timing? But Nate
Yeah, he's able to get some fortunate timing there as his teammate is going to fall. Nas able to pick up 1. Fizzy able to get that immediate trade, and there's absolutely no way Fizzy reads this 2-person flank coming down here from the side of Old Guys, Texas, and they're looking to split up here. Fizzy in a very interesting spot towards boxes. They have no idea where he went, so Ace, we should see a gunfight coming down here. Fizzy able to take Ace out, make this a 1v1 between Aperture and Fizzy. I believe this is an SMG matchup here, and we do see really unfortunate COD timing for both of these players as they're going to kind of cross paths without knowing that. We do see Fizzy here coming towards this bomb, looking to put it down.
Fizzy is planting the bomb. And Aperture's nowhere to be found. He's on P1, but now that means he has the rotations. He can clear con, go through P2, make sure that side of the map is clear, and then after that, he can probably flood in. The only places left for the Fizzy to be is either boxes or warehouse, and Aperture here just trying to make sure he clears everything up before he hops onto the bomb. Can he get the timing? And he sees him. He gets the kill. Once again, another defensive round win, and once again, we are tied. 2-2.
Yeah, a great round win from the side of Old Guys, Texas, and we're seeing a little bit of a 6-star, kind of redo here. The teams are winning nothing but the defensive rounds here. This is when we saw Chicago. They were able to take that next defensive round as well as to take the offensive round after that to go up 4-3 on the side of 6-star. But this is Rio. We're hopping into something new here as we are 2-2 going into round 5. Chicago Hunting going to be on the defensive side as Old Guys, Texas look to make a move on this offensive side in Rio.
And we've seen a lot of bomb plans on this Rio. The offensive team is always getting the opportunity to get that bomb down. It's just the retakes from the defensive teams have been very strong. And then here, first kill from Crazy Pills, unable to get the trade. So it is a 4v3 life advantage for the side of Chicago, which we don't see often when it comes to life advantages. Typically, trades are going back and forth on this map, and then he's unable to see Root Beer laying down on the floor there, making it a 4v2 life advantage for the side of Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago's been playing this well. They do have, you know, a 4v2 life advantage here. And obviously, as you're on defense, you really just got to wait. Wait for them to put the bomb down, make them make a play here. Don't give away lives. Don't give away your life advantage. And so far, Chicago's just kind of posted up. They're able to take trades with each other here. And they're doing a good job of just playing really slow and really passive and letting old guys kind of just do their thing towards this bridge side of the map as they start to hit a rotating. We do see Chicago kind of set up for A, but not B.
This is a very difficult position to be in if you're the side of OGT here. It's a 4v2. Time is ticking down. You need to get the bomb down as soon as possible, and they're going to try and get it down on B. They're clearing bridge. Ace of Ace is unable to get the tags in, but he knows where the player is. He hops behind the vending machine. Can he get the kill? He can, but not before Fizzy drops, and then another kill from Ace of Aces. 5 seconds left. He doesn't have time to plant the bomb. That's going to be around Chicago.
Yeah, and Chicago doing a great job there. You know, got a little hectic there towards the end, but great job playing their life advantage, doing what they need.
Exactly, and in that position, I mean, to be in a 4v2 and making sure to have 2 players on that B bomb and 2 players on that A bomb, and as soon as the B bomb players fall, the A players have more than enough time to rotate and get those kills. That is huge for the side of Chicago taking a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and let's see if we can get a little bit of magic going here with these back-to-back rounds here. Chicago just looking to absolutely bust out B side again here. Ruper's going to try to put the bomb down, but he's going to absolutely destroy Ace with that Renetti. Crazy Pill's able to pick up one. Long Dong able to pick up another. And, you know, I've said this before. We got CB in a 1v4. The guy you want. He's able to pick up one, not able to pick up anymore as he's shot from behind on that Esky side. And Chicago hunted. It's almost like I called it. Able to pick up another round here with the 4v. You know, they're going up 4-2 in this Rio Search and Destroy as they head to, in this map, seems to be the favored side towards the side of defense.
Yeah, no, Chicago doing exactly what they did on that 6-star S&D, now with a 2-round lead as well as being on defense. Can they make it 5-2, or will OGT be able to win an offensive round, get on the board, and make it 4-3, make it much closer than it is right now? The nades are coming in, so are the stuns, the smoke. I like that smoke. He smokes 7 basically. Bomb going down, and if you play perfect post plant here, OGT should have this round secured.
Yeah, Ace of Ace, fortunately going to fall to the side of Long Dong. He doesn't check the backside here. Really unfortunate timing here. Crazy Pill's able to pick up one on Aperture. He's kind of just playing towards that stairs. We do have one player U, one player kind of back Eskies. Looks like some bad timing from the side of Nas there. He is able to pick up one. He does see the other guy towards P1. Should have a pinch coming here, but Crazy Pill's going to get a little bit aggressive. Able to pick up one. Is he able to pick up another? He has no idea where he's coming from. Unfortunately, gonna fall to the side of Spinny McSpin Boy over there on the side of Old Guys Texas. That's just a good round from the side of OG. Of course, it's CB here, able to pick up another kill for himself here, but that's just a good side, a good round from the side of OGT. Kind of stopped the bleeding there with 2 rounds in a row from the side of Chicago. So good job to be able to patch that up here. And they have the opportunity to do the exact same thing here, where they're going to be on the defending side after they just won an attacking side.
Yeah, phenomenal job here by OGT winning that offense, especially after getting the bomb down so quickly. But the side of Chicago look like they're going for an A hit where it's all up to CB here to get those kills and at least delay the push. He gets some tags in. They know where he is, but he knows where they are. And the flank is coming in from Connector here. This could be huge. The nade kill is on. CB falls. Bomb is going down as well. But all the players from Chicago are on the flank here.
Yeah, and Fizzy was able to pick up at least info that they were coming through, so they should know there's at least one person on flank. Long Dong gonna get taken out by Nas. They're kind of just some unfortunate timing here. Left up to nobody as
Left up to no one.
kills. I don't know what happened there, but must have Must have been playing around in that garage a little bit too much. Maybe maybe some car exhaust or something like that. But unfortunately, gonna fall there as OGT able to pick up 2 rounds in a row, able to make this 4v4.
Yeah, it is 4-4 now on the round count, but once again, Chicago is on defense here, looking to take it 5-4, while OGT wants to try and win another offensive round and maybe finish it on that last defense. So this round here is going to be huge for either team as we look at Nuz and that insane stick drift. Buddy, if you make it to the next round, you should start a GoFundMe for a new controller.
That's not the first time a GoFundMe is started for someone's controller here on the CRL. We do see Ace kind of here, able to pick up Fizzy here, taking some extra shots towards that elevator side. He's able to pick up Root Beer as well. Is he able to pick up the other one here? Yes, he is, ladies and gentlemen. Able to pick up Long Dong as well. This is going to be left up to Crazy Pills here. Oh my God, no way we're going to see it. Oh my God. Please check the bomb. OGT, check the bomb. Check the bomb. Check the... I did it!
Crazy Pills pulls off
What
one of the most insane plays
What
we
is
have
that?
seen here. Wow. That is insane, Wolfie. I don't believe what we
What?
just saw here.
What in the world? Crazy Pills absolutely taking something, man. That is, I mean, you know, you're left in a 1v4, you know it. There's no better play, in my opinion, than to stick that ninja defuse. And OGT are going to be kicking themselves here. And after that round, Chicago's going to come absolutely flying here after you just did that to the team. Ace of Aces able to pick up one, able to pick up two. Are they able to pick up any more? We do see Fizzy here, able to pick up Ace of Aces, kind of stop his streak there. Crazy Pills able to pick up another on Bridge here. So we kind of have some split players here on the side of OGT.
2v2 here, so it's pretty much dead even. The bomb is down on B, so they need to pick it up. Nas with a kill. Now it is all up to Crazy Pills once again. We've seen him clutch a 4v1 by doing the ninja. Can he clutch a 2v1 here to get both these kills? Can he get the timing here on this player in the corner? He does see him, but pulls a reload, shuts him down. We are going to our round 11. Can this series get any closer?
This is exactly what you wanted, Blubs, here. Round 11, you know, this has been way more exciting than we ever thought. Here with a Ninja Defuse in round 9. Kills coming down here in round 10. So we're seeing a round 11 start. That CDL gong in the background. You can hear it if you imagine enough. If you're taking some of those crazy pills, I'm sure you're hearing gongs all the time.
Right now, the side of old guy Sexus on defense, and we've seen both team wins defenses, both team win offenses. It doesn't even matter at this point. Side of Chicago once again going for that B hit, and we know exactly where CB's gonna be. He's gonna be watching that push. He gives the comms for his teammates. The Suns and nades go in, and then maybe a little reroute here. CB with the nade kill, giving his team the advantage. Something blows up there, and I don't think Chicago know where they want to hit exactly.
Yeah, that was a cruise missile from the side of OGT. CB able to pick up one. That's going to be two. Fizzy Drinks and Crazy able to even this up here, making this a 2v2. Aces and Nas versus Lifting Drinks and Crazy Pills. And if there's anybody you want right now, I think it is Crazy Pills. He's going to go garage. He's going to take some shots in. He is going to kind of survive. We're going to see some interesting fights going down here. Crazy Pills absolutely turns on Nas here as we see Ace of Aces shot in the back, and Fizzy Lifting Drink is able to... I didn't even know what to say anymore.
This could be the most intense series we have ever seen in the CRL Iron Division in playoffs, and this is only the first round of playoffs.